Well, Paul, we've just been saying if you said 1-1 before the game, you'd probably have taken it, but the circumstances leave it a bit disappointing.
Yeah, I felt we played particularly well first half, and like you said, an away point at Wealdstone on Boxing Day, I think most people would take beforehand. They're in a good run of form, but after our sort of first half performance and our domination of the game in possession terms anyway, we probably hoped for a bit more going into the 90th minute. But if I'm being honest, I felt that the pressure they put on, they've hit the bar. I think Alan Julian's made a great save from McGleish, and it's another error which has cost us the goal. We know that, but I've just said to them in there, you don't respect the away point away. They're disappointed, but perhaps that sums up our season quite nicely at the moment.
You say you always need a little bit of luck to change. Do you think it was going when 7 minutes before half time, own goal?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we were lucky on 2 or 3 occasions. We got the own goal. We then got the situation where Cloughie's handballed the ball, which is what happened next moment on a question of sport. They've hit the bar from that, but like I say, I think that in the main we passed the ball much better. We worked on that system only for 1 session. It worked in the main until really Dan Wishart struggled with cramp and had to come off, and then we lost our shape a bit. But like I said, we got to start from somewhere, and that was a better performance. And
restricting them with, I don't think they had a shot on target till about 75th minute.
Yeah, so like I said, I think Alan's first save was the one he's had to make from from McGleish, who still a fox in the box player. But ultimately, like you said, we've come away from home, we've got a point, and we now need to move on to Sunday's game and get 3.
Now, looked as though it was 3 centre backs today.
Oh yeah, all day long. We played three centre halves. Harry Osborne and Wishart giving us the width, which I thought, especially first half, we really got at them. We kept some good possession, and then we had Jack Evans and Mickey and Betsy and Glenn, and I thought that those 3 in particular, the 3 midfield players that we had, also gave us a real good base. And then you're looking for Whitey. Whitey's had a few chances today. Craig's had a few opportunities. But in the main, I think a draw is probably about right.
Do you feel you had to switch things a little bit too much at the end with?
Yeah, that was the biggest problem, was that with 15-20 to go, we were again starting to pick up knocks, and Dan felt he had a hamstring pull. Ricky went there but didn't know what he was doing, so we had to pull Jack over and put Ricky back in. But listen, at the end of the day, we conceded a bit too much space, I felt, in that last 15 minutes. It's natural when you're 1-0 up to want to defend it, I suppose, and we did have plenty of opportunities on the break to have got the second goal. Didn't come, but as I said, I'm relatively pleased today.
And nothing really would have summed up our season better than if they'd scored from the free kick when Cloughie caught it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought we got away with it, but obviously a few minutes later, Alan's come for the punch, missed it, and they've scored from it. So, that bit of luck didn't hold out. I mean, if Alan had missed it and they hadn't scored, then and we'd got 3 points, and I'd be saying how lucky we were today in 1 or 2 occasions, but not lucky in the sense of the game, because I felt we dominated massive chunks of the game in terms of the possession that we had, and we looked a better team today.
And back in the first team squad right at the end, Cavant Saboni after a couple of years away.
Yeah, well, Cavant's come back, and he's another one that we've brought into the squad with Jerson and Brandon Johnson, and why not? The situation we're in, we need numbers. We've needed numbers all season, so Cavant's come back to the club, and I liked him before he was here. He didn't quite make the progression through. But no, he's got a chance, and he's trained well, and like all our reserve players, they've got a chance to come in and be part of the squad now.
And just a word on the goalkeeper situation, because you changed it again today.
Yeah, well, Alan was out injured. That's the reason that Tom come in. I haven't been happy, to be honest, this season. Full stop. And Alan's come with that reputation of being a league goalkeeper with experience, and at the moment we need some experienced heads at the back. As I said, he's made a fantastic save to keep us in the game, and then spoilt it with a cross. But that's where it's going for us at the minute. As I said, I'll back the keepers that we've got. They're 2 good goalkeepers, but Alan just got the nod and experience.
And with the performance, optimism going into Sunday's game against Storms.
Definitely. I've just said to him in there, an away point is a good one if you go and win on Sunday, and we need to improve our home form now, starting from now. Like I said, I did put it on the players in the last interview, and I thought they responded well today. They certainly showed commitment to the cause, which is important. And so it's not an easy place to come, this, nearly 1,000 people, quite vocal, aren't they? And we shut them up in the first half. I didn't hear a whisper from them. But those last 10 minutes, you could see it coming, and so unfortunately an error from us has cost 3 points. But I've sort of taken it on the chin. I'll move on, and we'll look forward to Sunday.